Hi, this is Caroline. Um, my name's Caroline Platt, and I just wanted to really sort of come out behind the camera and just introduce myself really as the person behind the Friends of Cannington Shore Facebook page. So I'm the person who helps to pull everything together and put all the content on the Facebook page. I'm really happy with how this has expanded and grown so significantly. But we're nearly there, almost there. I really hope that we can get to over 150 likes on this page. But more than anything that I'm so very happy about is that it's very clear that there are a lot of people in St Helens who feel very strongly and are so interested in what their heritage is, what the town's heritage is, what it represents for them, in terms of linking in with their family background. It could be their parents who maybe used to work at the UGB factory. It could be grandparents. We've had people contact the Facebook page recently, um, who we've been able to get way back to the original descendants and people who opened the Cannington Shore site, which was really exciting. So thank you for that, for the people who contacted the page. I want to try and talk to you at some point about possibly trying to do a visual representation of that and putting a family tree together. um, so really that's I just wanted to do a short summary of where we were up to. It's very exciting times for the trust at the moment. We're looking to possibly, hopefully, fingers crossed, people are in the right place at the right time. We can hopefully get somebody to go out onto the site and assess the structure in situ, so we can see whether just how much damage has been done to it, if any, and whether anything can be done to try and conserve and preserve the structure as it stands. That is something that we have campaigned, certainly as a trust, for 2 years now, since our first public meetings in the Friends Meeting House. And we've watched how, just from a few tiny seeds and a few little interested people who attended that first meeting in August 2015, how it has grown to nearly 150 people visiting the Facebook site now, which is absolutely wonderful and really exciting for us as a trust to move forward. That we really do have that support from people in St Helens to try and do something with the site, with Cannington Shore, the former Cannington Shore site. Certainly for me, personally, I've always had some sort of fascination with that site. When the original development, when they were building the Tesco superstore, they were building the rugby stadium, and I used to walk across the Tesco and look over at this building and wonder why this little gem was sitting there, marooned and an island on its own while all this development was happening around it. Why was it being so ignored and isolated when it could be a real genuine asset to the wider development? Understandably, that didn't happen at the time of the development, otherwise the risk of making that development unviable at the time. But certainly, few years later, here we are. We have become the voice of local people in St Helens who want at least for the structure to at least be visible to the public again, rather than be hidden away, as it is very sad in its landscaping. At least if we could cut all those trees back and get this beautiful building seen by the public again, that would be a huge, huge win, an early win for the trust. And if anything happens after that, that's all well and good. But that's our first goal at the moment. To just move forward with the trust as we are, raise our profile, link in with the council and as many partners and as many people as we can. Well, there's lots of lobbying work going on at the moment. I've been very keen to try and raise Cannington's profile as part of the emerging 10-year strategy, transforming our town for St Helens, and to make a case for Cannington, the little old Cannington there, of this is a chance for it to play a part in the emerging economic development of the town, and heritage does and can have a real part to play in that. So that's me. That's where we're up to. I just wanted to, as I say, come out from behind the camera for once and introduce myself and let you know, as secretary and the project manager of the Cannington Shore project, who we are and some of our rationale really in terms of how we ended up coming to pull together to try and save this building. Certainly for me, it's been quite a personal journey. I became involved in the project, having seen a little tiny advert from Chris Coffey in Coffee Time in the St Helens Star, and that came on the back of the initial discussions that happened with Kate Kendall at Historic England, and on the back of the BBC programme, where they'd picked, well, Cannington was very lucky and fortunate at the time to be one of 4 sites across the northwest to be picked by the BBC as heritage structures at risk, and they were asking a very important question: is it too late to save these buildings? So the little piece in the Star attracted my attention at the time, and I contacted Chris Coffey, and there we are. I'm still here, 3 years later, and it is very exciting times at the moment. We've come a long way, sometimes hard, through hard times. I have to say, we've had quite a few setbacks along the way, but we haven't let that sort of make us too despondent, and we've had a little bit of a rest and a rethink, and come back even stronger, with stronger sentiments and stronger ambitions really for what we want to try and do ultimately to try and save this building. So please carry on supporting our page. Please share with anyone you know who you may feel may have an interest in St Helens heritage, or even just with be interested in the site itself. A lot of the people that we spoke to at the our Tesco desk recently, we had a full day there a couple of weeks ago on the day of the Heritage Open Day. Lots of people stopped to chat to us, and we're quite enlightened and quite keen to learn a bit more about what really is that building hidden behind all those trees over there. What did it do? What is it? And that in itself was quite an eye-opener for us, and very exciting to sort of educate people about their history, really, that was being hidden away from them, behind those trees. If we could just get them shifted, this is what you would see, and this is what our legacy is as a town, and what that building represents. And certainly in that it was at its height and at its time was the largest bottle making factory not just in the country but in the world. So it does have a significant part to play in economic development, in industrial heritage, um, across the world, and not just in this town. And we want to share that with people. It's very exciting. So please carry on supporting us. I welcome everybody's help. Every little comment that goes on the Facebook page, I'll try and respond to as soon as possible. And yeah, just keep supporting us. And thank you. Bye bye.